This is a 1995 BMW M3 Lightweight, one of the rarest M cars, but also a massive commercial failure. And in this video, I'm going to show you all the crazy gadgets and gizmos. They only built about 125 E36 M3 Lightweights for 1995 only, so they are super rare. The rarity also means they're valuable. These cars sell for well over $100,000. The easiest way to tell a lightweight from a standard M3 has to be the crazy 1990s graphics. One of the coolest parts of the car. Now, of course, you have the BMW M Division tricolor, the light blue, the dark blue, and the red, kind of in this checkered flag motive. Now, it's back here on the rear fender, it's also on the trunk, and it's even on the front. Out back, this car has a truly enormous spoiler, or do you say rear wing? It is just absurd. Not far off like Toyota Supra levels of insanity. It's got to be at least 8 or 10 inches tall. It also sticks off the back of the car just a little bit, and they added these protective strips, so if you close it too hard, I imagine it's so you don't damage the actual fenders themselves. But it looks just crazy. It almost looks aftermarket. So how much lighter is an E36 Lightweight versus a standard M3? Well, about 200 pounds, which honestly doesn't sound that dramatic until you realize what you lose in order to shed that weight. First up top, you'll find no sunroof, and if we look inside, a very basic headliner, very stripped down. This car lost a lot of sound deadening material. Now on the inside, what you'll find is tons of carbon fiber trim, which is very common by today's standards, but for 1995, this was kind of unusual. So it's down here in the center console, it makes its way up toward the middle, and it's even down here on the sill plates next to the BMW Motorsports International logo. And then you quickly realize this car is missing some pretty basic technology, like a radio. Factory radio delete, factory air condition delete too, so you still have heat, but notice there's no button down here for AC. The E36 Lightweight has a straight 6 engine. This was from the era of natural aspiration. So no turbochargers, no superchargers, right around 240 horsepower, a legendary engine, a real screamer at the top of its RPM range. And of course, manual transmission was the only option. These seats are truly fantastic. They are a full manually adjustable seat. Now you've got a control here for forward to back. You can kind of tilt it using this one. You also have up and down, and then of course your recline, but it's the seat material, which I love. It looks like a 1990s bus material. I just think it's phenomenal. Now they're really not all that aggressive, and the steering wheel design is actually pretty boring. It's a very simple design, no controls, although you do have the red and blue stitching along the base of the wheel. Same thing with the gear knob, but this is from the era of no nonsense BMW design. The E36 generation of BMW 3 Series is one of, I think, the most underrated cars of the modern era. They are relatively affordable if you don't get the lightweight models, because these sell for well over $100,000, and kind of the sky is the limit, but they really weren't that popular when they were brand new, and it's said that a lot of them just kind of ended up sitting on lots unsold. But if you happen to buy one and it's a real E36 Lightweight, you've got something truly special. Now nowadays, I think this car is aged beautifully. The 5-spoke wheels are gorgeous. I think that the no-nonsense squared-off front end is good, and look at the normal-sized kidneys. Overall, really love this car. Super excited that the BMW Group decided to hold on to one to keep in the collection, and maybe one day, if I'm lucky enough and work hard enough, I can own or at least drive an E36 Lightweight. Well, let me know what you think in the comment section below, and as always, this has been Tommy with the Fastlane Car. Check out TFL Car and TFL Classics for the latest and greatest in new car reviews.